night ends. There's no winner when you're walking alone. Sliding down the last street as the day creeps. What you doing with nobody at home? Sugar, just step into your sneakers and step behind the speakers. Your heart will keep me beating and make me a believer. Don't you want me? Don't you want me? I need some mercy on my soul, come on. Give me what you got, oh, oh, oh. Give me what you got, oh, oh, oh. I said, roll up, yeah, come get your love. I don't care when we're dancing tonight. Just as long as you're there in the break of the light. I said, roll up, yeah, come get your love. I don't care if I'm losing my way. I'll be waiting for you as the night fades away. So roll up, roll up, roll up, roll up, roll up. Extra touch and pull up, hand in hand.
All right, Larry, thank you. It is indeed time for a Draft Champions matchup and what is set to be a great Draft Champions matchup. In the booth, I'm Brandon Gaudin with Charles Davis, and these guys should have a huge impact on the outcome of this game. They're ready to roll. We're ready to roll. Let's roll. Two teams here amped and ready for football, and off we go in week 2 of Draft Champions. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Left, watch left.
This is Coleman on the carry. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Well, after that pickup of a first down, I think some of the defensive guys are going to be looking over their coordinator and saying that was not in the scouting report. That went against every tendency most teams have. You don't usually hand the ball to your big guy in that situation. Sometimes you catch them by surprise.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith. And caught left side, Olsen. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
And he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
They'll sneak it with Smith, and he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. And now with the play clock just about to expire, John Fox is going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Looking to cash in on this opening drive. Here's 3rd and goal. After the run, Smith going to throw. That's caught at the 1. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down. Well, if you're going to pass on 3rd and 1, you better get a first down if you complete it. They completed it, but no gain.
The aiming point has to be beyond the first down marker where you throw the ball. 3rd and 1, you can't have anything that's even close to the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you run the risk of what we just saw there, not getting the first down.
Here we go with Johnson. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. David Johnson taking it in. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive.
We got 4.
Gino's going to throw. It's caught. And it's 8-0. So they get in for the opening drive score, and they go for 2. They kept the kicker lonesome over there. They said, we don't need you this time.
Kickers? Who needs kickers for PATs?
Be nice now.
We want them for field goals, not for PATs. They went for 2 and got it. It's a new tone setter for this team.
And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. And just 1 tick to go, so this will obviously be the final play of this first quarter.
Alert! Here we go! Ohio!
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. He takes this for 3 to the 29. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin at San Antonio. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Let's go!
On 2nd down, McNair. Flush to his right. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The intended target was Michael Oho-Matawanui, and it's 3rd down.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
3 down. Here we go! Flex round!
From the gun, here's McNair. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. A gain of 11 and a first down. Fresh set of downs here.
There are a lot of tough routes to try and cover. When you see a runner come out of the backfield and run this angle route, looks like they're going to the flat, and then they put their foot in the ground and cut back sharply inside. Not easily covered, and then when they catch it, good momentum built up by them as well.
And able to pick up the first.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, and that was a nice job of improvising, but it's not normal. Usually when the screen pass is taken away, you're taught to just throw the ball at the ground at the feet of the receiver so that you don't get it intercepted and just start over, but he ended up finding another receiver.
And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Hey, we got tight left. Watch tight end. Key him. Key the tight end. Here we go!
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Out of the gun, it's McNair. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or 2 in and bats it away.
Here we go!
Here's McNair. Surveying the field. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. So on comes Cairo Santos now for the field goal try. On the left hash, this from 48 yards.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it, an in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
Well, their offense has struggled for sure, but they get the field goal here and at least get on the board before half.
And that's not something we should underestimate, because just getting points on the board can sometimes have a settling effect on a team. Helps them start their comeback.
So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Back to throw, Smith. And to the tight end, Olsen, right side. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Brief break in the action here. Back to the booth right after this.
Larry. Watch the run.
On second down, here's Smith. Fighting through. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a third down. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? On a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play?
He's got his man complete. It's Tim Brown. That goes for a gain of 31.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll make it second down.
Now, that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, and maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Under. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Running with a fullback, Coleman. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Derek Coleman taking it in from 2 yards out. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And it's going to make our score 15-3. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made.
But he decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice. Able to get a hand in and tip it away.
They'll throw now on the final play. And he gets it to Funchess complete. So, and Larry apparently very brief in his report. Thanks anyway, my man, as we're already set for action. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So here they come, the road team now getting the football first to start this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But
this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. 23 yards on the play.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he...
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. It's a big play there. 47 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And now they're in the hurry-up.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end. Looking for Strong, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something, because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down.
Looks like a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, maybe expecting a throw. The short yardage man, it's Coleman. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Let's give credit to the defense. They got plenty of bodies to the point of attack and stuffed the run. But I just wonder if the offensive line let down a little bit, knowing that the big guy was getting the ball, and they just expected him to pick up a first.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're going to go for it. It's Smith. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. 12 yards is the pickup there. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
He's checking crash. Switch.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. A first down carry here for Johnson. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Really tough drive, but that run helped salvage something there, because now there's something positive that came out of it. They got to see good blocking, good push by the offensive line, wide receivers trying to get involved, a good run by the back, and now maybe it'll be a catalyst for them to look at going forward, watching it on tape. Maybe they can keep incorporating that type of a run into their offense.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Back now here in Santa Clara, as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Now a handoff. Johnson. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blow.
And on 3rd and inches, we're going to get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. They come out here in the eye. Smith keeps it on the sneak, and he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line.
3 down.
Johnson, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Now here's a timeout coming on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. On 2nd down, Johnson. And still fighting. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set.
And now whistles blow here. Play is stopped, and we're going to get a timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Z, ready. Check.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter.
Slow. Z. Wide. Get wide. 2 jet. Z. 32. Flag, 32. 2 jet.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that flag was. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is.
Tonight we ain't going out, so we invited everybody. The made, well, they're way too strong, but ain't nobody saying sorry. The speaker's so blown, no one knows what it is, but we keep it on repeat 'cause we don't want it to end. We got the rest of our lives for the rest of our lives. And the rest of tonight for whatever feels right. We're doing it our way, just acting our age. One day we'll look back, just shaking our heads. But right now we're too fast to slow down just yet. We're doing it our way, just acting our age. Just acting our age. There's people here that I just met, but we're acting like we go back. It's 3 a.m., but we ain't done yet. Trying our best to make it last. Freedom running through us like an open. We're too high on being young and there's still to race. We've got the rest of our lives for the rest of our lives. And the rest of tonight for whatever feels right. We're doing it our way, just acting our age. One day we'll look back, just shaking our heads. But right now we're too fast to slow down just yet. We're doing it our way, just acting our age. Just acting our age. Just acting DJ Fresh. Now I've been in New York, Texas, Midwest, and it all reminds me of California, cause there's no place like California. California, AATLMIADMV, all reminds me of California, cause there's no place like California. California,
New York, Texas, Midwest, and it all reminds me of California, cause there's no place like California. California,
I got some out in Dallas, now I'm smelling like LA. Met a from Miami to the Machiavelli. Left the kids on the belly, left the vid on my celly. She ate like spaghetti, I'm hitting gas and Dreddy. Met some killers in Memphis, like they from Oakland. Give me my flowers while I can smell them. Ain't talking about roses, literally I'm lean. Mix it like a bought it in Nashville. Then I woke up in Tulsa, Oklahoma. It's sun, California, but nothing like Compton. It's more like Calistoga, and it's hot as Arizona. I pop me a Fresno, hard colder than Minnesota in October. Don't interrupt, darling, I'm in the zone. Why does everywhere I go just remind me of home? You know that state of gold with the bed. Them other places come close, but they don't compare. Now I've been to New York, come on, Texas, yeah, Midwest, and it all reminds me of California, cause there's no place like California. California, AATLMIADMV, all reminds me of California, cause there's no place like California. California,
California, no place like California.
Fresh off a flight to Boston, got a BZ in Maryland that I pipe too often. Headed right to Austin, most likely flossing. Type exhausted, high as a forklift. Handful of goons out in Colorado. Any given afternoon, you can catch a hollow. Honestly, it's the same out in Richmond, Virginia or California. Either state, you can get it. I done seen everywhere from Russia to Delaware. Trust me, I'm well aware. Barcelona to Bel Air, Petty to the Detroit. Don't tell him he saw how heavily he balls. Every project, every seashore. And I ain't content trying to see more nomadic. I probably wanna belong. All it takes is a melody to remind me of home. Now I've been to New York, come on, Texas, yeah, Midwest, and it all reminds me of California, cause there's no place like California. California, AATLMIADMV, all reminds me of California, cause there's no place like California. California,
California, no place like California.
C-A all day. C-A D-M-V-N-I-A, all reminds me of C-A. Sean.
Yeah, I've been killing it. Yeah, I've been hard in the paint, not a single assist. Yeah, I've been flicking that wrist. Yeah, I've been now they with this. Yeah, I've been killing it. Yeah, I've been hard in the paint, not a single assist. Yeah, I've been flicking that wrist. Yeah, I've been now they with this. Yeah, I've been killing that, killing that. Yeah, I've been flicking that wrist. Yeah, I've been killing that, flicking that wrist. Yeah, I've been killing that. Yeah, I've been hard in the paint, not a single assist. Yeah, I've been flicking that wrist, flicking that wrist. Let me tell you about the young man. Matter of fact, I'ma let Push tell that. Take it by the old man. Had to change her heart and then fell back. Old man lived a long life. Walked around with a long wig like Jesus, that Colombiana. That's mere models like. Yeah. Look at the flick of that wrist. I'm feeling like Leonardo. Let me paint the picture. I might need a bottle. On the road to success, I can fit a throttle. That Michelangelo, hundreds in the envelope. Type when I write. And that old man had to change her heart. Wish he knew it back from the start. Like looked around, seen his wife on the military all over the whole compound. Soon as he seen it, I swear it, I mean it, my man was gone quicker than Domino's. He in jail, everyone falling like dominoes. Yeah, I've been killing it. Yeah, I've been hard in the paint, not a single assist. Yeah, I've been flicking that wrist. Yeah, I've been now they with this. Yeah, I've been killing it. Yeah, I've been hard in the paint, not a single assist. Yeah, I've been flicking that wrist. Yeah, I've been now they with this. Yeah, I've been killing that. Yeah, I've been flicking that wrist. Yeah, I've been killing that, flicking that wrist. Yeah, I've been killing that. Yeah, I've been hard in the paint, not a single assist. Yeah, I've been flicking that wrist, flicking that wrist.
Logic, clockwise, counterclockwise, realist in the top 5. Other 4 ain't rapping. I'm just repping for the side. Yeah, that's coastlines, Panama for the boat rides. Worth billions, and we ain't even need showtime. Just money counters and kitchenware. Condo with a in there. We got rich in there. Been a trophy since Hawaiian Sophie. Curry over Kobe. We shootin'. Splash Brothers with the add in soda. Good fellas to my all Ray Liotta's. Shades of blue, I make you. Let the sky fall, let it rain on you.
Yeah, I've been killing it. Yeah, I've been hard in the paint, not a single assist. Yeah, I've been flicking that wrist. Yeah, I've been now they with this. Yeah, I've been killing it. Yeah, I've been hard in the paint, not a single assist. Yeah, I've been flicking that wrist. Yeah, I've been now they with this. Yeah, I've been killing that. Yeah, I've been flicking that wrist. Yeah, I've been killing that, flicking that wrist. Yeah, I've been killing that. Yeah, I've been hard in the paint, not a single assist. Yeah, I've been flicking that wrist, flicking that wrist.
This over complex new design, I'm tripping over all the time. We try to walk a fragile line. What
All right, Larry, hope everyone is settled in for a great Draft Champions contest. Here, lucky to witness it, I'm Brandon Gaudin with Charles Davis. These guys that you see on your screen, they won't be witnessing. They will be participating in what should be an excellent game. Let's get down to the field. It's time for kick. The getting to know each other process is over. Time to get down to it. And we're off in week 3 of Draft Champions. That'll be taken in the end zone. First down, Rivers. He hits Beasley right side. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make this a second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Defense showing blitz.
Watch him now, Barney.
They go play action. Rivers. He's got time in the pocket. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former Eagle, Nate Allen. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. On 1st and 10, McNair. His throw caught right around the 6. 23 yards on the play. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Come on, let's go! Here we go!
From the gun, here's McNair. Drops it underneath to Elliott. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott from 4 yards out. And his guys have taken a first quarter lead. And it's up and good. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And Denver getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Check, Patriot!
Rivers now on 2nd down. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion. Well, he just threw an interception last drive, nearly another pick.
And things aren't very even right now, are they? He's a little bit sloppy out there, isn't it? It's kind of the difference between driving on those paved roads and those country roads that have those potholes in them, isn't it? 'Cause that's the way this game's going right now. A lot of bouncy bounce to it.
You spent some time on some Tennessee country roads.
I certainly have. Plenty of family back there. God love them.
And the back goes into motion. Rivers now from the 50. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. 10 yards still left on 2nd down.
Ready.
And the wideout in motion. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Rivers again. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play, that's going to hurt.
It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton, and a gain there of 11 yards.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Give him 27 yards that time. And it's a first down for the Broncos. A nice little completion there by Phillip Rivers. And you and I were reading the article yesterday. 5th grade, Rivers had to do a project where he had to make a poster about his dreams and aspirations. So he clipped out a football player from a magazine article and pasted his face on the helmet. That's what he wanted to be, and it turned out okay.
Not so bad. Not so bad at all. Remember, he's the son of a coach. And on that play, I think he made the old coach proud with that completion.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it. Here's Hill. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Jeremy Hill, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 6. A little track jump. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And here now the offense heading back out there. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline.
Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's San Antonio football here to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. On first down, it's McNair. Flushed out right. And he's brought down. And give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Let's go! White 90!
Now McNair looking for a first down throw. Right side caught by Jackson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 yards there on the catch and run. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Now McNair. A dump off to Elliott. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And his guys have taken the lead. And he knocks it through. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Set. Hey, Brown 80.
They go play action here on first down. And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. Nick Perry from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8.
4. Ready. Read 80.
Second down, Rivers. Looking deep downfield. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down.
Here we go.
On second down, McNair. He's got time. He's going to fire one deep. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by Stevie Brown. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it a second down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
12. Ready. Second 80.
Now a second down throw for Rivers. He's going to launch this thing way down. And got his man complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Hey, Rocket.
A first down throw here for Rivers. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. It'll go as a gain of 12, and it'll give the Broncos a first down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now a play fake here on first down. Surveying the field. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Rivers now on second down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Kevin Johnson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. On second down, Elliott. And some space here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On first down, it's McNair. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
Let's go!
On third down, Elliott. And he's got some space here. So we have, and pump the brakes, Larry. Pump the brakes. We are ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. So here they come, the road team now getting the football first to start this third quarter. They have the lead, now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Drops it underneath to Elliott. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd went to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
And the play clock's running down. McNair to throw. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but it does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches.
It seems like, and it is a gamble on their side of the field, but they have supreme confidence in picking it up on a quarterback sneak. You can just feel it from this team.
Time running out here on the play clock. Here's McNair. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen. And
he's got a man complete. He got 29 yards that time. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Still on his feet. And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good gain.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it. And boy, the reward was...
And on 3rd and inches, we're going to get a whistle and a timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And some room to work. And Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, 33 yards. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. He's got the hat trick, 3 touchdowns now.
Did you throw yours? Did you throw yours out
I
there?
didn't have mine. You've got yours. You've got one of those Abe Lincoln. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And Denver getting set to take the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10.
Set, green 80. Hey! Set.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. To throw, Rivers. A dump off now to Hill. A strong running. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time. Rivers on 4th down. And able to find Decker. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. They only needed that 1 yard going for it on 4th. I got to be honest, I thought they were going to stay on the ground. They surprised me. Did they surprise you?
I'm with you on that one. I thought they'd find a way to create some type of a pass.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the former Eagle, Nate Allen. Now this offense ready to take over again. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And a cut to the left sideline. A big run that time by Elliott.
The band. And we need all the ladies to report on the dance floor. And you know my slogan, no fighting in the noise.
Popping knock it when I met you, shorty had the long extension. Told her I'm a bad man, but I only got the best intention. Tougher, not a bluffer. I want you to be Molly. Don't have to take it undercover. Just on the bells are ringing, people singing, rice is throwing, flower bringing. Ting-a-ling-a-ling, the honeymoon is when we going. And I take you to a place that you didn't even know exists. What's your wish? Dinner at the Eiffel Tower in Paris.
Shot us in the basement party, yeah. Turn into the greatest party, yeah. Never see my baby coming. Just once and we went up, yeah. And my love a tripping, yeah. Now I feel my body drifting, yeah. Baby girl, she got me lifted, the mind tripping, yeah. Excuse her while she kisses the sky. 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 Jaws dropping when she walking, kind of thing that happen often. More than just a little. I be shooting down the city, black the latest gears. When she where you see that sun in the air. Fashion week all year, throwing money in the air. Just happy with my lady, other girls they wanna hate her. It comes with the territory, ball players wanna date her. All we got is loyalty, I'm treating you like royalty. I'ma spoil you every day of the week. Shot is in the
Thank you, Larry. So the picks are in. We welcome you to this Draft Champions contest. I'm Brandon Gaudin, along with Charles Davis, ready to call the action. And let's get to it. Down to the field. It's time for kickoff. Here's Cairo Santos now, ready to get this one started. And we are underway here in Draft Champions. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Big jumbo. 36 power. Shotgun.
First carry for the Hall of Famer Emmitt Smith. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Now, that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
They go play action now. Wilson. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Oh, man, partner, this is something cornerbacks love to do, and that's outthink a quarterback. If you get a sense that they're going to throw a quick out route or a quick hitch, you can just lay back an extra yard or two, but then really put your foot in the turf and drive on the football. And here I think he baited the quarterback into the throw and made it pay off.
Here we go.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Steps away to his left, and he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Give him 7 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Play clock winding down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. So an intentional grounding penalty, and the offense goes back 10 yards.
Yeah, last resort for the quarterback. He couldn't get outside of the tackle box, so he could legally intentionally ground the football. Had to just launch it and take the penalty.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Come on, let's go. Ohio.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. And now back out comes the offense. And, partner, I'm not really sure what in the world they were thinking on 4th and long there at this stage in the game, but you think social media may be firing up a little bit right now?
Oh, the coach is trending right now. All right, there's no doubt about it. People are wondering what that decision was. But it takes me back to a number of years ago. A very successful coach in the league had told himself before a playoff game he was going to be aggressive. No matter what, he's going to be aggressive. And it ran his team into some real problems early, and they got upset in that playoff game. Let's see if this team can recover.
Well, that's aggressive in capital letters with glitter, 7 underscore. I mean, that's the... And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Kevin Johnson. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the number 1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
They'll come out in the pistol. On 2nd down, McNair. Jackson's got it over the middle. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there. Now McNair. Right side caught by Jackson. It's a gain of 3, and it gets him the first. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football. And they've got it here with a first down. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Now McNair. Deep drop. Wide open receiver complete. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target.
He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jalen Strong, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Dolphins are in for 6. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects it.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is because
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bruce Irvin coming in from that outside linebacker spot to bury him for a loss of 7. On second down, Wilson. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass.
Big jumbo. 36 power.
Third and long. It's Wilson. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play there on third down. 52 yards. Well, last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there isn't a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to more NFL action on EA Sports after this.
Gotta go, in and out, let's go. Blue 15.
And the offense in a great spot. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Emmitt Smith, a 3-yard touchdown run. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And he puts it through. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. Muscles him off. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Here's McNair. Strong grabs it over the middle. And a nice gain of 21 yards. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And quickly, they get to the line.
Some think the teams really won't go a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays. Offensively, they like their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
Escobar with it over the middle. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Come on,
A first down carry by Elliott. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to game.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Shift together here from the D-line. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And with the new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. This is Elliott. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And a great spot to start this drive from here.
36 power.
Now Emmett. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4. Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
On second down, here's Wilson. Incomplete.
This has been a really nice day for the defense. They've made it so difficult to find open receivers because they're able to squeeze the passing lanes down. A lot of what they're doing is communicating. Receivers in one area, receivers in another area. They're almost what they call passing them off from one defender to the next, even in zone defenses, and making it very hard to find an open spot for the quarterback to deliver the ball.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Robert Woods from 21 yards away. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And out come the Dolphins now. Another pistol look here. They go back to the air here after the INT. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. He finds some open field here. Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins have broken our tie as they take the lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy, who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
This will be fielded at the 8, fighting him off.
Just ran right through the trash.
And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. And here now the offense heading back out there. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out.
Now the ball comes loose. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on third down.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there. And it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. They'll run with Elliott. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. He's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard. So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards. But instead, offense out there. They're going for it. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll indeed go. This is Young, the fullback. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And as a result, possession switches hands. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And Green with a catch left side. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Second down now after the pass completion. One receiver right is Watkins. Play action. Now Wilson. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll run it now with Smith. And he will maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And that's also all for this 3rd quarter of play. Back now here on EA Sports, as it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the 4th. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Play play action. It's Wilson. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. Finding time. He sets, and he will take this one in for a touchdown. A.J. Green, 39 yards. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score defensively. How do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for and having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
And the Dolphins offense now ready to go back out on the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. On 2nd down, McNair. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It's the former Dolphin All-Pro Olivier Vernon. In there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. And the offense can string something together, but they'll need to do it quickly here to try to get points on the board and win this game.
Here we go! Ohio!
Out of the gun, it's McNair. Under pressure, they got him again. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And possession will switch here as this offense will come on deep in their own territory. Even score late in the 4th. Let's see if the defense can play within themselves, not give up the big play and contain, and keep this knotted up. They come out here in the eye. They'll start the drive with a carry by Emmett. And a nice run to get this up over the 20-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. They go back to the ground with Smith. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Here's Wilson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. Now Wilson. And it's complete. The tight end, Deion Sims. And he'll be marked down deep into Miami territory. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And as the fourth quarter winds down here, we're all even.
And no one wants this game to extend. They want to go ahead and win it right now.
On the ground, this is Smith. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Second and goal. Defense digging in again here. A very valuable 9-yard pickup, and now they're set up a little better here for third and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And now here's a sneak, maybe looking to run a little time. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Here we go now with Smith. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime, they've just likely won this thing in regulation. So they do get it across for the game-winning touchdown, barring, of course, something crazy happening on the kickoff.
So if we take the crazy out of it, that's the way you close the game out.
After the touchdown, it's Dawson on to kick it away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. So some drama down to the very end of this ball game, Charles, on that final kickoff. They were hoping to break free.
Face, you're not from the clique. Give me space, we might ride it. Most say that, baby, they don't love the clique. I thought they love you when you make it. Yeah, this some mud. Friends and business don't mix, so I'm brotherless. Trying to get back close, hit them with the stiff. Gears I shift, make sure they feel the drift. Just cop the Benz, oh, with the tick. You should know, cause in every song I said, yeah, in every song I said, I'm just proud of my accomplishments. I'm a 400, I don't care at all. Have a head, no, heard you talking about I'm real, I'm fraud. Your kids and broad, they straight, you shouldn't care at all.
Please tell me why you always hate.
Why you what?
Please tell me why you always hate. Please tell me why you always hate.
Why you what?
Please tell me why you always hate. Please tell me why you always hate.
Why you what?
Please tell me why you always hate. Please tell me why you always hate.
Why you what?
Please tell me why you always hate.
104 times how it go down. Slaps on deck for the whole sound. On mamas, man, I did it with my own sound. And I got my own city that I hold down. Just admit it already. You got plans to do it, boy, we did it already. Got a couple DMs, I done slid in already. Gotta ask YG if he hit it already. Yeah. Running up the numbers like Aisha's. Yeah. I be sliding, I be creeping. Girls these days, they just don't know how to keep it. But I got it all handled. They try to box me in angles, yeah. I'ma spend the summer getting to the cake and I'ma wishing put on every candle. I'm like,
please tell me why you always hate. 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 Please tell me why you always hate.
If you ain't know me, bet you know now. Juicy came through with the verse for me both times. In Pot Town, that's automatic, hold down. What's that? Ask no question, just hold it down. Why you hating on the progress? I'm a humble, I don't even pause what I do. I just drive the Maybach through the projects. And still crazy, I ain't even drive shit. Hey, from a distance, please don't try me. Cause we'll turn it up on anybody. I see why they don't like me. Yelling out 400, they go too heavy. I'm with the posse back at it. That mean come on, go on platinum. That mean I got a Kindle in my mattress. Oh, I got the BD back bragging.
Please tell me why you always hate.
Why you wait?
Please tell me why you always hate. Please tell me why you always hate.
Why you wait?
Please tell me why you always hate. Please tell me why you always hate.
Why you wait?
Please tell me why you always hate. Please tell me why you always hate.
Why you wait?
Please tell me why you always hate.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got the Knox in the house, right? And I go by the name of Wyclef. I bought the band. And we need all the ladies to report on the dance floor. And you know my slogan. No fighting and no...
Popping knocking when I met you, shorty had the long extension. Told her I'm a bad man, but I only got the best intentions. Tough and not a bluffer. I want you to be Molly. Don't have to take it undercover. Just on the bells are ringing. People singing, rice is throwing flower, bringing ting-a-ling-a-ling. No honeymoon is when we going, and I take you to a place that you didn't even know exists. What's your wish? Then I have the Eiffel Tower in Paris.
Shot us in the basement party. Yeah. Turn into the greatest party. Yeah. Never see my baby coming. Just once, and we went up. Yeah. And my love and tripping. Yeah. Now I feel my body drifting. Thing that happened often more than just a little. I be shooting down the city, black the latest gears. When she where you see that sun in the air, fashion week all year, throwing money in the air. Just happy with my lady, other girls they wanna hate her. It comes with the territory, ball players wanna date her. All we got is loyalty, I'm treating you like royalty. I'ma spoil you every day of the week. Shot us in the basement party, yeah. Turn into the greatest party, yeah. Never see my baby coming. Just once, then we went up, yeah. And my love was tripping. My body drifting, but she got me lifted, your mind tripping. Excuse her while she kisses the sky. 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 Hey baby, baby, hey baby. Hey baby, baby, hey baby. Take a breath, inhale, exhale, now breathe, baby. Hey, baby, baby, hey, baby. Hey, baby, baby, hey, baby. Hey, inhale, exhale, breathe, baby. Excuse her while she kisses the sky. 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 Excuse her while she kisses the sky.
literature in a human form. Doodle of a two-headed unicorn, it was soothing. Moving his arm in a fusion of man-made tools and a muse from beyond, even if it went beautifully wrong. It was tangible truth for a youth to refuse to belong. No name nuisance, who's in a bedroom, who's in a brand new cuneiform. Barely commune with the horde, got a whole grayscale ungluing his world. Might zone amp to the gap of the magpie. Unseen hand dragging his graphite. Cross contour, a little bit of backlight. Black ink after a Bristol to baptize. You can imagine a rush that ensue when you get three dimensions stuffed in a two. Then it's off to a school where it's all you can do. Being trained and observed by a capable few. Back in New York by peeps and a dog in a two-bedroom doing menial jobs. Plus, rhyming and stealing and being a clod. Distractions, freedom, a rod. I left some years of giving a light. I left some will the spirit away. I let my fears materialize. I let my skills deteriorate. Horn about a thought of what I should have been. Continuing a mission that was rooted in a 20-year affinity and rickety condition with an ID crisis. Snap on the front lawn, look up in the sky. It's shapes falling out of the fringe. All heart though we would have made cowardly kings. They will chop you down just to count your rings. Just to count your rings. Just to count your rings. And there were colors pouring out of the fringe. All heart though we would have made cowardly kings. They will chop you down just to count your rings. Just to count your rings. Just to count your rings. Used to paint. Hard to admit that I used to paint. Natural light on a human face. Stenciled fire in his roommate's face. It was blooming addiction. A miss and a push and a pigment. Book like a tattooed pigskin look. Pinhead kids in a minute. Drank Kool-Aid from a tube of acrylic. And I grew up in a linseed oil or a linen. Joy to the poison. Voice to the resin. Capture a map of a gesture. Back up, add a little accurate fat to the figure. Redo that, move that inward. Zinc white lightning shoots from his fingers. Studios strewn with illusion and tinctures. Stay tuned for the spooky adventures. You can imagine the stars that align when a forearm starts foreshortening right. Or a torso hung on a warping spine in proportion. Reads as warm and alive. Routine day with a dirt cheap brush. Then a week goes by and it goes untouched. Then 2, then 3, then a month. And the rest of your life to beat yourself up. I left some seasons eager to fall. I left some work to bury your life. I let my means of being dissolve. I let my person curl up and die. Eating up his innards and unfeasible anxiety is brutally committed to relinquishing his privacy, aligning with the trials of the anti-Midas. Snap on the back lawn, look up in the sky. It's shapes falling out of the fringe. All heart though we would have made cowardly kings. They will chop you down just to count your rings. Just to count your rings. Just to count your rings. And there were colors pouring out of the fringe. All heart though we would have made cowardly kings. They will chop you down just to count your rings. Just to count your rings. Just to count your rings.
You're a crack at dawn, Monday morning coffee, strong, pouring everything you got into a paycheck Friday night. You're a power stroke, diesel backhoe riding king, 18-wheeler driving, living life in between the lines of clocking in and quitting time. Then the six-string circus comes to town. We hang them speakers over the crowd. When the lights come on, everybody's screaming, lighters in the sky, yeah, everybody's singing every word to every song of the girl that's singing tonight. When the lights come on, everybody's feeling a hallelujah from the floor to the ceiling. Yeah, the drink that we're getting, the smoke that we're getting, the party we throw, it's going all night long. When the lights come on, when the lights thinking the same thing. We on the same page cause we sippin' the same drink. But here's a little something to thank y'all for showing up. Aldine and the boys are about to blow it up. When the lights come on and everybody's screaming, lighters in the sky, yeah, everybody's singing every word to every song of the girl they're taking tonight. When the lights come on, everybody's feeling a hallelujah from the floor to the ceiling. Yeah, the drink that we're there with, the smoke that we're there with, the party we're through, it's going all night long. When the lights come on, when the lights come on, your buzz blowing it up. It's going all night long. When the lights come on.
I bet you thought that I would lay down and die. Whoa, no. Demon things spitting in my cup all night long. Wheel your tongue at my throne of power. Oh no. I never for a second thought that I was dead. Oh no. I never for a second let you into my head. Oh no. I'll take a bow and I'll show you how to survive. I bet you die, you were the love of my life. Whoa, no. I bet you thought that I would lay down and die. Whoa, no. I bet you thought that I would lose my mind. Oh no! I bet you thought that I'd give up tonight. Oh no! Bleeding knees, but honey, I can still cry. Oh yeah! I'm going crazy to get out of this. Oh yeah! I'll take a bow and I'll show you how to survive. I bet you inside you were the love of my life. Whoa, no. I bet you thought that I would lay down and die. Whoa, no.
tough decision on their hands now, and this early on, it's one you can't afford to get wrong. Yeah, that's the kind of guy who can elevate that entire unit. He's a very talented addition.
Can I get a witness in the darkness? 'Cause there ain't no love at all to be found. Feeling like a freight train, trying to break chains. Everybody needs somebody, no doubt. Sugar, just step into your sneakers and step behind the speakers. Your heart will keep me beating and make me a believer. Don't you want me? Don't you want me? I need some mercy on my soul right now. Give me what you got. Oh, oh, oh. Give me what you got. Oh, oh, oh. I said, roll up, yeah, come get your love. I don't care when we're dancing tonight, just as long as
No surprise to see a few Denver Broncos in this draft. Here's a chance for the second one to come off the board. Definitely some options with this pick. Do you take a skill player here or get yourself some help up front?
Can I get an amen when the night ends? There's no winner when you're walking alone. Sliding down the last street as the day creeps. What you doing with nobody at home? Sugar, just step into your sneakers and step behind the speakers. Your heart will keep me beating and make me a believer. Don't you?
These middle rounds are where your decisions can really impact your team. Because two words here, difference maker. That's what that pick right there is.
Give me what you got. Oh, oh, oh. I said, roll up, yeah, come get your love. I don't care when we're dancing tonight, just as long as you're there in the break of the light. I said, roll up, yeah, come get your.
Where to now? Do you get yourself a big brute for the trenches or someone who can really help you out at a playmaker type spot? Boy, a tough choice here, but one that any organization would love to have. How do you go wrong with these three guys? Yeah, maybe not the pick that's going to change this team's fortune, but he is an improvement over what they had. Boy, it's finger crossing time now with the end in sight and a few more holes to fill. And I think that pick comes to the surprise of nobody. You had to figure they leaned that way if a player from that team became available.
Give me what you got. Oh, 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 oh. I said, yeah, come get your love. I don't care when we're dancing tonight, just as long as you're there in the break of the light. I said, roll up, yeah, come get your love.
Maybe not a huge upgrade over what they had already, but they're certainly building up some depth there. Both offensive and defensive options here. They might have to ask themselves which side of the ball needs more attention.
I wanna hit that blackjack. I wanna take that money and run right here, right now. Right here, right now. But I won't take that train. I won't catch that.
And with time running short, you've got to hope some guys fall into your lap, or you could be left with some real holes on your roster. sounds you love to see. Some big names to choose from here.
I wanna seal the show in Tokyo. I wanna karaoke, bump it a little bit louder, a little bit louder. Hey, I wanna sing along with Elton John in a white limousine rolling right here, right now, right here, right now. But I won't take that train, I won't catch that flight. If you're not on that plane, we ain't taking off tonight. Scream your name, wanna make you smile. Let's be runaways, leave it all behind. Will you take that train? Will you catch that flight? If you're on that plane, we'll be taking off tonight. The money in the world, baby, don't mean a thing to me, 'cause you're all in the world. And even if we're broke, baby, don't mean a thing to me, 'cause you're all in the world. Right here, right now. I need you right here.
Thank you very much, Larry Ridley. I'm Brandon Gaudin with Charles Davis. We are ready for this draft champions matchup as you get a quick peek at some of the stars in today's game. We're ready to go. Let's get down to kickoff. And it's the birth of a new club as we're underway in draft champions. Fielded about a yard deep. And last year, that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year, he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25.
Here we go!
On first down, it's McNair. And the grab made by the tight end Pruitt. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards on the pickup there. And the Steelers are going to have a first down.
Flex round! Flex round! Come on, let's go!
Now McNair looking for a first down throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
From the gun, here's McNair. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Here's Elliott, and he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
And, partner, in a lot of short yardage situations, you'll see the linebackers step up into the gaps, what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, to make sure they take away all spaces, all creases. That one worked really well for them.
They only needed a yard, instead went backwards. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. And it's taken in at the 9. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And it'll be Dolphin football. They'll come out in the pistol. Now here's Halou. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
And they're going to go soft on the corners. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. So Herman Moore, his first grab of the game, and back in his day, he shattered all the Lions' receiving records.
And he did it with a number of different quarterbacks. He was the target for defenses to adjust to. And I guess the best way to put it is, Herman Moore, that guy, could play in today's game and be just as successful.
Now Ryan on first down. And Brate, the tight end's got it. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
It's complete to Chris Conley. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he's brought down. And 15 yards there on the catch and run.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Now a play fake here on first down. Flushed out right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Chris Conley, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. Two seconds to go, first quarter. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Back now with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a 3rd and long here. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
Hey, 51's the mic, ready?
On 3rd down, Ryan going back to Moore. This time he's got him complete. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. The play clock's running down on the ground. This is Halou. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Roy Halou, 26 yards. And the Dolphins are in for 6.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
This is taken at his 4. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And the Steelers set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
It's complete to Golden Tate. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. So we've got a 2nd and 5.
Come on, let's run!
On second down, McNair. Out on the right, this is Cruz. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play that time on the catch and run, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. Now McNair looking for a 1st down throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
And I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not there for him.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you cover him. I don't care that his size isn't great. He's the one that typically comes up with the football.
Absolutely. His roots go all the way back to Gulf Breeze, Florida, where he's from, right on the water near Pensacola, and then, of course, to Stanford, and, boy, he's been good. Second and goal to go now. They'll try again with Elliott. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Will Hill. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
They go to Elliott again. And he got blown. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Third and 11, 5 in the secondary now.
Nickel look. McNair to throw. Going for the deep ball. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. So now here come the Dolphins. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Caught here by Conley. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. He's got the hook up with Conley. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Hey, got it, 10, 25, 24, let's go. Ready, flag, 25, express. Hey. Check. There we go. Line, 25, sit on.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the line. And actually, Larry, hold that thought. We're right back to the action. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Popping over the top. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42-yard line. Great return. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Here's Ryan. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. A great read, and it's picked off. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They've got great field position, obviously, to start this drive. Tie game, do you maybe go a little riskier here with that great field position?
I think some guys look at it and say, let's go. Be aggressive. Be bold. Let's get it downfield right now. Other guys will look at it and say, you know something? I think we're in a position to get 3 points if we don't make any big mistakes. Run our offense, get in that spot, and see if you get the 3, and hopefully maybe even more.
Either way, I bet they're happy to have options.
Here we go, Ohio!
Now Elliott. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
They'll try to sweep with Elliott. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Ezekiel Elliott, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Not a bad start for him. 2 drives for the offense, 2 rushing TDs.
Almost like he's in the percussion section in the band, isn't it? Got a little oomph, right? Got a little crash, got a little bang. He's got it all as he gets to the end zone. Second rushing touchdown, as you noted, on 2 drives. He's off to a terrific start.
Okay, you ready? Wait for it. But he hurdles him.
Should get a gold medal for that one.
And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Adrian Amos with a pick. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. One receiver left, 3 to the right. On first down, it's McNair. And that's incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
He's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Second down following the incompletion.
Flex round. Come on, let's go. Brad 38. Brad 38. Come on, let's go. 190.
On second down, McNair to the sideline, and a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
And Tate's got it. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. And 15 yards there on the catch and run. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Third and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a first and goal.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Here we go.
The pigskin on the 7-yard line now. It's 1st and goal. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. That's fielded in the end zone. And last year, that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year, he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is going to do that? And he's going to be taken down. He's sacked on the final play of this third quarter. We're back now in KC. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. 2nd down now after the sack. On 2nd down, here's Ryan. And he slings one that's incomplete. Roy Halou was the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. So incomplete on 2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Ryan backing up. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Damon Harrison able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Here we go. It's Ryan on 4th down. He's got time. Looking deep for Demarius. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. An unbelievable play there on 4th and long. 44 yards. And they're going to speed things up here.
21.
Now Ryan on 1st down. He's going to take another shot here. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
But depending on the team, they call that an explosive play or a chunk play, the one that they got on the previous one. They tried to go back and get another one, didn't they?
They did, but unsuccessful on that 2nd attempt. Second down now after the incompletion. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. And he's going to be taken down. Back across midfield, just across midfield at the 49. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Ready.
3rd and long. It's Ryan surveying the field. Oh, and pressure coming, and they got him once again. Jadeveon Clowney in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. Looks like Ryan's going to stay out there. Indeed, they're going to try for this on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
To return, here's Chris Conley. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. From the gun, it's Ryan. And Brate has it over the middle. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd and 10. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. They send Thomas out to the right by himself. On 2nd down, Ryan. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he's brought down after a good gain. A very solid gain of 27. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read. And it's picked off.
Oh, my Lord, the light is going down and the weekend's here. Save my soul.